Hello everyone, my name is Yusuf Edwards and welcome to part 57 of The American Show. Let us begin. She woke up again, but this time very excited. She rips the covers off. She leaves the bedroom after she gets off the bed. She leaves the bedroom, she gets in the shower, she washes up, dries off after she gets out. She goes back to her bedroom and she decides to pick out some very fancy clothes for a very special occasion. She picks out the perfect dress. It was the same dress that a long time ago she wore to her first date with her now boyfriend. She then gets dressed. She leaves the bedroom and she goes to the living room where the window is. And for hours and hours and hours, she waits. She's waiting for hours. She hasn't eaten breakfast at all. But she waits and she waits and she waits and she waits. And she waits until it was 3 o'clock and, it was 3 o'clock p.m. He shows up. He knocks on the door. She gets out of the window. She opens up her door, the house door, and she welcomes him in with a big old kiss. He then grabs her and kisses her one more time. They sit down on the couch, and he tells her what is happening. She says, "What's up?" He says, I need to ask you for a favor. I need the best lawyer in the world. I know that you have money boxes and you have the ability to do this for me. I don't ask for much. So this is very important to me, as you can tell by my voice. Of course. What is it? Well, I need a lawyer for my uncle. He is stuck in a American jail for some reason for a crime that I am most certain that I know for a fact he did not commit. He did not commit those crimes against an American, and I know this for very sure. So, I need a lawyer. Can you help me out with this? And then after we look for the lawyer, we are going out on a date. This is unrelated, by the way. You and I getting a lawyer from my uncle is not related to the fact that I want to go out on a date with you. That is unrelated, though. It has nothing to do with the other thing. I would still love to go out on a date with you, even if you say no. Yeah, no problem. If you say that he didn't commit any crime, then yes, I will help you. Really? Yeah, of course, honey. You know me. Yeah, I guess I do. After that, she goes into her room alongside him. They walk to no, they walk to the room, her bedroom, and she goes under the bed. She goes under the bed and she finds the money box. She finds the money box. And she grabs $1 million from it. And she says, I guess this will do. And then they leave. After that, she says, I need to call someone. I need to call the lawyer. I'll be back. She goes to the phone room, picks up the phone, and calls her favorite lawyer. She says, I need your help. He says, no problem. After that, she leaves the phone room, and after a couple minutes has passed, she hears a knock at the door. Up until that point, they were making out. Because they hadn't seen each other in a very long time, and so they had making out to do. Anyway, she gets it off of him, and of course, she answers the door. She opens the door. She welcomes him in. They sit down and they start talking about her boyfriend's uncle. He tells the lawyer what was happening and why he believed that he did not commit the crime. The lawyer believes him. She gives him the money. She gives the lawyer the money. He leaves. And now his uncle has a lawyer. After that, they go back to the money. They go back to her bedroom. She grabs some more money, and they're going out for lunch. She gets in his car. They buckle up their seatbelts, and they are gone. They make it to the restaurant. The drive-through. They get their fast food. They sit down. They relax for a while, and they just talk. And they were just talking for a while. You know what I mean? Just having a good time, and just laughing at each other's jokes, as they always do. Just having a grand old time. And after that, they go home and, yes. She goes back to her place, to Anna's place, back to the house. She walks in alongside him. He has a little bit of burger left over, so he begins eating that as they are watching TV. He doesn't take off his coat, jacket. It was a black leather jacket. He was very cool, but also very sensitive. So he is eating his burger, half-eaten burger, mind you, or by the way, and he was just hanging out with his girlfriend, having the most wonderful time with her so far. After that, he decides to leave to go to the hotel room so he could prepare for the date that he's going to take her on. He leaves, and everything is just so sunshiny and just gorgeous in her day. She continues to watch TV until she needs to take a nap. So she turns the TV off and she just takes a nap right on the couch. After a couple of hours of her doing that, it was 8 o'clock p.m. He shows back up with a suit. He grabs her by the arm very gently and very sensually, by the way, and very sexily. And he says, "Well, my little baby girl, are you ready for dinner?" As right before he grabs her by the arm, he grabs her by the arm and they just start walking to his car. He, of course, is very, very happy that she was still wearing the dress that she wore during the first date. He's wearing a new suit. He wasn't wearing a suit during the first date, but he was wearing another jacket. The same coincidentally wearing the same leather jacket that he wore during the first date. After that, they get in the car and they drive to the restaurant. After that, they make it to the restaurant. They get out of the car. They walk in the restaurant and take their seats. They sit down, and for a couple of hours of laughing, having a good time, and drinking. She only had one. He only had none. He only had like a water and a couple of sodas from the waiter. After that, dinner was served. They eat dinner. He takes her back home. They kiss one more time. She tells him, I'm very sure that we need to meet the lawyer for your uncle tomorrow. He says, I would love to. I cannot wait to take him back home again. I can't wait for you to take him back home again either. They kiss one more time and he leaves. After that, she walks in the house very much just floating on the air at that point. She's on cloud 9, to say the very least. She is not tired, so she just starts like dancing. She just starts dancing by herself, and it was quite beautiful. She goes back to her room. She takes off the dress. She puts on her pajamas, her fancy pajamas, by the way, and she goes right back to sleep. And that was it. To be continued. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, leave a like, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment down below telling me what do you like about the video or hate about the video. And I will see you wonderful people next time. Bye bye for now.